guys, so welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas. So today we're going to be talking about me talk about business, the business aspect of Nerd Life Beauty. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about for a second. I'm very frazzled today. I had a lot to do. I went to bed late last night. I had a headache this morning. I've been fuzzy all day, but now it's towards the end of the day. My watch isn't even charged. I forgot to charge it because of how busy I've been. Uh, and I have to charge it every few days. It's crazy. But it's been dead like all day. Um, so headphones are on. Honestly, today I'm listening to my friend. My friend is live streaming right now. He's part of the reason why I was up late last night. So when you're watching this YouTube video, just know it's your fault. Anyway, um, so I'm going to be talking about Nerd Life Beauty as a business itself, pricing, my supplies, my own personal boundaries, and how I'm honestly trying to deal with this burnout. Because I'm going to be honest, I am slightly burnt out from this Vlogmas. Again, it is day 23, and every day I have shown up. I have posted, even though it was late most times. Next year, hopefully, it'll be better. My content in general, hopefully, it'll be better. Come next year, I'm going to see how much I've grown, and I'm probably going to do comparisons to how I was last year to how I am this year to how I am next year. It's going to be a trip. So I've already told you about the things that I have planned for Nerd Life Beauty. You know, I'm trying to work on a website, trying to figure out how exactly I go to do custom nails. And then a few things I know I do want to have preset nails like already designed, and just the nails, the designs are already laid out, and then having those little sample cards for the nails. Because again, I know some people do the thing where they have like tape and they go over it, like over your finger, and then you measure the millimeters in that. I don't like that idea for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because it's just not me. I applaud the people who can do it. Me personally, I cannot do it. I would rather give you a physical nail that you could try, that you can go, you could buy it, and you could try it on yourself, and then take a picture of that. Or I even seen the one where you um take a picture of your hand and have like a penny next to it, and then have your thumb separate to make sure, and then people like size it up and down, and then you put the nail tip, and then we put the nail tip on top of that picture to see what your size is. I've seen that one as well. I'll figure out down the line. I'll probably do a few test subjects to see how exactly that would work out for me. Um, but for right now, I'm still working on that part. Honestly, I don't see a website coming up probably until my birthday, which is in March. So, fingers crossed by March. Honestly, actually, you know what? I'm pushing for that. By March, the website will be up. It'll be a celebration of Nerd Life Beauty being 2 years old, and having that opening celebration be a website, which means I have to get an email list together. And I haven't done an email list in years because I said before I had another business. It was called Brooklyn Bounce. I actually still have it. It's not like it's gone, but I just haven't been able to advertise for that one because I stopped doing it due to my change of location. I was doing it when I was living in Jersey. But when I had to move back to Brooklyn, it just didn't allow me the time and the space to continue it. So I just said, you know what, we're just gonna put it on the back burner. I'd rather not do something than to have a half-ass product. So, yeah. I'm supposed to be talking about pricing, but I won't lie. I haven't fully figured out my nail pricing. Everybody price is different. I'm thinking for some of the designs, start with like $20 for more of the simple designs. But I'm sorry, if I'm doing a more intricate design, if the design takes me about 2-3 hours, I'm going to charge accordingly. Everybody is different. Everybody charges, they know their target audiences. I'm not fully aware of my target audience, but I know that for the nerd community, if it's worth it, we will pay for it. I know that for a fact. There are times where, you know, you'll see something and you're like, oh, I really, really want that. I really, really need that. And you look at the price and you're like, man, that's a little bit pricey. But then you realize at the end that it's worth it. Like, I got a 3D printed dragon from Comic Con once, and it was like 20, $30. And then just recently I saw a 3D printed dragon at like Five Below. And it was like $5. And I'm like, but I still want that other dragon because one is coming from a small business. It's not coming from a major corporation. I want the small business one because I want to support people, again, who are like me, who are just trying to make money, you know? But these big corporations, they're always going to have money. They're going to find something else to sell. If that one thing isn't selling, they'll drop it and they'll go to the next one. The same way when it comes to knit and crochet items. I knit and crochet myself. I'm not a fan of buying knit and crochet items um, in stores because it's mass produced. I'd rather pay the extra money for somebody who went through the effort and time to make it. So yeah, I'm trying like for everything to start going a little like going smaller, shopping smaller. So when it comes to my pricing, I just haven't figured that out yet. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I have time, you know, especially when it comes down to the wigs and it comes down to the nails. But when it comes to those two things, I know for a fact the market that I'm reaching for, if I put it too low, they're not going to look at it. They're going to say like, oh, well, if it's that low, then I don't think it's worth it. But then also, if it's too high, they'll look at it as like, that seems like it's pricey and I don't think that's worth it. So I have to find my middle ground, and that's fine. Um, Supplies. One thing that people think seem to forget sometimes though is, you know, people when especially nail techs, whether it be press-ons or whether it be in person, people don't realize that we charge what we're worth and we charge what our supplies are worth. You don't understand how much our supplies tend to cost. Okay, I showed y'all the little teeny tiny little bottles from Beetles. You could do maybe one or two manicures with that, but you don't get the refill of the colors unless you get the whole pack. And sometimes Beetle does not have the full color that you're looking for on their website. You're out of luck. I've done that with a few of the colors that I really, really liked, and I find that I can't find them. So I had to go to another company and try to see if I could find it. And I'm still on the hunt for some of the colors that I want. But our gel polishes, the regular standard size bottle, it costs $14 to $16 a bottle. So when we try to charge you, and especially people who be wanting them long nails, when we charge you accordingly, it's not because we're being cheap or whatever. It's because we are literally charging you so we could actually make some money at the end. Okay? You want to look cute and we want to have money. You know, we want a place to sleep. We want, you know, food to eat. We want clothes to wear. You know, some of us have people to provide for. Like I said, I'm a mother of two. So at the end of the day, it's hard when people are saying you charge too much, when most of us don't even charge that much. Most of us are just trying to cover the basis of the supplies that we just used. Okay? The rhinestones, the nail decals, that stuff, I don't fully consider that because yeah, you can find them cheap some places, you know, but if I'm painting a masterpiece on your nails, I'm going to charge accordingly. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people that can do those incredible artworks. Not yet. But them, if they decide that they want to charge you $300-$400 for a set, that's because of the time and effort, the hours, you don't want to be underpaid, so why should they be underpaid? So yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place and we talk, like I said, I'm talking about business stuff. This container is where I keep all of my nail packaging stuff because again, it's about supplies. And since I specifically want to do press-ons, I do press-ons, I do in-person delivery, but I'm also going to be working on shipping. Mostly I've had to do in-person delivery. I haven't had to ship a nail set yet. So for my In-person delivery, I got these cute little bags. They're from Dollar Tree. You know, for the most part, if I'm charging somebody for in-person delivery, it depends on how far you are from me. And if I have to take the bus or if I have to, you know, take an Uber or something like that. So, but that's from when, again, when we get there, if I'm doing in-person delivery. In-person delivery or a pickup, and even if I'm meeting you halfway, something got to give. I don't mind meeting you halfway. I do not have to meet you exactly in your house, but you would not meet me in my house. Um, Near my house, maybe, but not at my house. Definitely not. Anyway, so I got these bags for in-person delivery. I have only had one in-person delivery since being out of cosmetology school. I did a Pride set. These are the boxes I was telling you about. How I said the ones at Dollar Tree, they come in like little 3-packs. So these are 2 of them. I did like this one for the long. See, I even have the double-sided tape in there already. For like a continuous set. And I did like this one too. It's not too bad. It's like kind of too big, but I could see using this for like the longer nails. Since I do have some, I have 2X, 3X, and 4X nails. I don't think I have a 5X though. So I kind of like this idea. I mean, I'm just going to end up copying the measurements from this and seeing what I like. I also ended up getting these, which everybody has seen these. Everybody has seen these little boxes. I'm just going to take off the plastic for this one. This will be a demo box, I guess. But, you know, they're see-through. They open. Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to open it. There we go. Yeah, so they open, and then you typically have the double-sided tape here and here. And they're mostly for short sets as well. Thinking of like if I were to use these, I make sure the logo would be like here somewhere. Same thing for this. I make the logo here, and again this one here. Even for these little red bags, I even put my logo on here. I want my name to be everywhere, so that way if somebody sees me walking down the street with them, they'll be like, "What's my life beauty?" Like, and even when it comes to those little bags, I have a bunch of different types of wrapping paper depending on the season or what the nail set looks like. So that's cute. Another thing I was looking into when it comes to packaging were these pouches. So I have some of these. These pouches, and it came with the little cards to put the nails on. I know I got this from Amazon. I don't know what's that. That and the little cases I definitely got from Amazon. I even experimented with using these little favor boxes as well for them. I can't remember if I actually did use these or not. I'll probably do a test on this as well. I don't really see me as much as using this. I would probably say me using this for like cuticle oil and stuff like that. What this say? My packaging is not secured because my packaging, I barely have any packaging. I haven't really had any orders to ship out, which I know is going to be changing soon. So fingers crossed in that aspect. I even have these to just for like cut these in half. So yeah, cut these in half, and then use these for got these in Dollar Tree because again, this is test subject. I'd rather be cheap with my test subjects than pay a lot of money for something that I'm not even sure about yet. So that's why I only have maybe about 10, 15 of these. You know, this came in a pack of 100, but I didn't have a choice. No, either 100 or 50. Either way, I have a few of these, not too much, and it didn't break my bank. You know, I'm testing out this. I know a lot of other places where I can get better cardstock than this, but I want to test this out. What I'll probably do, like I said, is I'll cut it in half, and then I'll use the double-sided tape across, and then I'll have the nails attached. So, and then tell you, like, on the back of it, how to size it. And this one, honestly, might be my little my little care container, you know, that has like the cuticle pusher, the nail clipper, and stuff like that. Uh, I'm figuring it out. Maybe one day when I get and start doing more videos, I think I'll test out with some of my sets, my practice sets, and see how exactly these would work out. So this, see how this would work out. See how I would cut these in half and do the double-sided tape and the nails, and then see how I would set this up to do the little care packages. I already know how these work for nail packaging because I did use these for when I was in school and I didn't mind this. But my issue is that I can't always find these. So I have to remember the sizing of the boxes so I can actually order. And I know a bunch of different places to order boxes and such because once again, my other business has allowed me the ability to know about different packaging. Not gonna lie, these bags are probably gonna continue getting from Dollar Tree because unless I find them like in more of a bulk, I think they come in packs. Yeah, they come in packs of 3 at Dollar Tree. That's why I don't have 5 because, like I said, I've only had one in-person order, and it was somebody I knew. It was a trade for trade thing. I gave her a nail set, and she gave me chocolate covered strawberries, which is my addiction. I love chocolate covered strawberries. So yeah, my packaging will come down to it, and I'm happy that I'm figuring out my packaging. I have a Cricut, and if you don't know what a Cricut is a machine that you can use for multiple things. You can use it for vinyl, and this vinyl you could use it to add to custom glassware and such, or custom T-shirts. You can use it for the one that I have. Okay, I have 3. I have 3. I have the Cricut Joy Extra, which honestly, that one's not mine. That one's my daughter's. Focus. Focus. There we go. The Cricut Joy Extra is my daughter's. I got that for her birthday last year. I already had the Explore Air 2. And when the Maker and the Explore 4 came out, my Target by me had the 3 on clearance. And I got it for like $100. And I was very, very happy. So I have a Maker 3, an Explore 2, and a Cricut Joy Extra. 3 different machines. And I'm still experimenting with my Maker 3, because I can do a lot more with this machine. I just haven't put it to its full potential as of yet, which kind of upsets me. But Nerd Life Beauty, we're going to have a bunch of, my name is going to be everywhere. I'm going to have my logo on stuff. I want to make more of a professional logo. I'm not going to lie, that logo was just something I made in Canva. It's not something that, oh, you know, it's a preset logo. No, I took images that I did like and I kind of put them together, which is honestly just a controller and then nerd hearts, the gamer hearts, which the gamer hearts is something I definitely want to keep, but maybe I'll try to put more of the beauty into the nerd. I just kind of focused on the nerd part, didn't really focus on the beauty part. I have a friend who does logos. She did my logo for Brooklyn Bound Suds. I love that logo so much. And I can't wait to go back to using it. But yeah, I want to start using my Cricut and incorporate it into my into Nerd Life Beauty because it just makes sense to me. I feel like my Cricut machine and honestly a business in general, it goes hand in hand. I can make myself stickers, and I do have sticker paper. I have sticker paper. I have vinyl. I can make myself decals with Nerd Life Beauty on it. Cute little stickers for little freebies for bags, because a friend of mine actually put stickers inside her little care bags. So who knows? Maybe I'll put stickers in mine too. And I'll make my stickers with my iPad and figure that out. But yeah, This is hard. I won't deny it in any way, shape, or form. This is hard for me. I am tired. I am burnt out. I feel like I just want to rush through this video because I have so many things that I have to get done, so many things that I have to do. But I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't sit down and take the time to prioritize and deal what I have to deal with. I have to take deep breaths and I have to calm down. I am one person and I do a lot. As a mom, as a business owner, as a person, I do a lot. Other than taking care of my kids, I take care of my mother, who is disabled. Love her to bits. She was my rock when I was in cosmetology school. And I have to just sit back and remember that as one person, I do a lot. And I'm going to get to where I want to go. I just have to make sure to stop, pause, and take a deep breath. I already said after this Vlogmas, I will probably be doing my YouTube videos once a week. Once a week. We are not going to push it. Maybe I'll add to shorts. Maybe I'll use a little story feature because they got posts and stories here on YouTube as well. I'll experiment with different things. But everything takes time. Everything takes practice. And I have to realize I got this. It's not that hard, but it is hard. It's only hard when I don't stop, take a step back and breathe. You don't have to do everything by yourself. And if you can get help from others, get the help. If you need advice, get advice. If you really don't know something, take the time to research it. When I first started Brooklyn Bound Suds, I messed up so badly in so many different ways. I could have had that business blown up during COVID, and I didn't. Why didn't I? Because I didn't take the time to stop and listen and look around. I didn't take the time to take lessons on things that I didn't know how to do, and just tried to wing it. I didn't even go to YouTube University to try to figure it out. I was just doing my own thing. And then now, as time goes by, and I'm like, oh, if I did this differently, if I did that differently, if I posted consistently, not even just even at least once a week, I didn't even do that properly. I had a website that barely got orders. I think I had about 4 or 5 orders, and they were all people related to me. But it wasn't until the end, before I ended up moving out of Jersey, before I had to stop, that I made progress because I was actually focusing on what I needed to do. I was making money from a pop-up shop that I was at. I just kept my table set up and the lady was selling the stuff for me. And I lost that opportunity because I had to move. If I did that earlier, who knows what would happen. But I can't stick with the shoulda, woulda, coulda. Take your time to stop and learn. Take your time to actually focus on what you need. Make sure you have a business plan down if you ever want to start a business. A business plan is your main focus because that'll tell you everything that you need to know. I never knew what my target audience was. I never knew who I was actually trying to sell to. None of that. And that left me feeling burned out too, because I was making content, but it was aimless content. Okay, look, this chick is making soap. Okay, well, so is a bunch of other people. Oh, this chick is making body butter. So is other people. What is making people want to watch me? The same with these videos. What is making people want to watch me? Especially with me posting so late. Nobody can see my stuff if I'm posting so late. I should have posted my my Instagram reels and my TikToks as shorts on YouTube, and I didn't do that, and that's my bad. These are things that I am teaching myself. So when it comes to the new year, things are going to be different. You're going to see a huge difference. And I'm going to be proud of myself. And you're going to be proud too. And I'm hoping that we can grow together. Whether you're following me and you're learning how to do things from me, which I half and half recommend because, yes, I am licensed, but I'm also not a teacher. But if you learn with me and learn along with me, that is great. I am not going to fight it. If you see this and you're somebody who's in the same situation, maybe worse than my situation, and you see that I'm still pushing it, still going on, still going strong, then I hope that we're standing at the top together soon. I feel like I got really sentimental during this now. I'm sorry. It's um it's a lot. I was saying one of the things I want to talk about is boundaries, and my boundary is that I can't keep pushing myself and expecting things to be a certain way when I haven't worked for it to be that way as of yet. So my boundary is actually to just kind of make sure I take it low and slow. It's okay if I'm like not viral by my birthday or whatever. It's okay if I'm not viral by the end of next year. There's not much that I expect, but there's a lot that I expect. I'm not putting all of my eggs into one basket. But at the same time, that basket is kind of full. So I want to thank you for joining me today. It is day 23 of Vlogmas. We only have 2 more days. That content is already planned out. I already know what I'm doing. I'm really excited for this to be over, and I'm really excited because of the fact that I really did do this. So, have a good day, guys.